Good evening, everyone. I'm Ben Vanderhoff. Over the past few weeks, people will message me or they'll make fun of me saying, Adam, in the beginning of your episode, you pause way too long. And it would be at this part right here. Good evening, everyone. I'm Vanderhoof, and this is your Oneida news. Really? Really? That's too long of a pause for you. This beginning goes out to all of you haters that don't appreciate the pause. Power from the inside brings out power from the outside. Thank you, Sensei Genjay. Good evening, everyone. I'm Vanderhoof, and this... Better check my MySpace. Oh. Tom has finally accepted my friend request. I will now make him my #1 best friend. I can't do that. Then what will my #2 think? I guess I'll make Tom #2. Let me message him telling him it's not him. Is your Oneida news. And this is your Oneida news. Hello everyone, and welcome back to Oneida News episode 6. I am your host, Adam Vanderhoof. Happy Halloween to all of you guys. This Thursday is Halloween, so make sure to get your costumes and your outfits and go trick-or-treating. Here's something that bothers me, and we're going to talk about it right off the bat this episode. If you're watching and you are a parent that hands out candy, I'm guessing you're from Cheryl. Because, come on, you're from Verona? What do you get, like 3 people maybe? And what do you have to give them, like the king-size candy bars? Because if you're driving all the way out to Verona, you better be giving them something good. Okay, so if you live in Cheryl and you're giving out candy, there's nothing worse than handing out candy to people that are not even dressed in anything good. Like they're wearing a sweatshirt. Okay. What are you supposed to be? An unemployed person? I can't fathom it. So I have to ask. If someone is not really dressed in a good Halloween costume, okay, do you give them candy? If you're going to be dressing up, it better be something good. In my house, the 4-story mansion, I will only be giving out candy or gold, whatever comes first, to people that are dressed up extremely, extremely good. Okay? None of these floppy-eared Dumbo people. I want a full-out outfit, and I'll be giving you candy. We're going to swing things over to Will Payton with sports. Will, what's going on, my brother?
Thanks, Adam. So we're going into week 9 of the NFL season. I'm going to give you 3 games to keep an eye on, 1 for each day that games are being played. Starting with Thursday night, we have the Cincinnati Bengals versus the Miami Dolphins. Bengals are coming off a huge win in which they scored 49 points, and the Dolphins have been skidding lately. They just lost to the Patriots. So I like the Bengals in this game. Going on to Sunday, not a lot of great games that really stand out to me on Sunday, although I do like this matchup, the New Orleans Saints versus the New York Jets. Now the Jets are coming off of a big loss, But they have a great defense. They've been up and down all season long. You never know. We'll see what happens. And I think they'll make it a good game. But I like Drew Brees and that Saints offense, so I'll take New Orleans in that one. And then Monday night, we have the Chicago Bears at the Green Bay Packers. Big rivalry game. The Bears are coming off of a bye week, so they should be fresh and should be a good game. I like the Packers, especially at home. I think they've got one of the best quarterbacks in the league with Aaron Rodgers, so I think they'll win, but should be a fun game to watch. And finally, we still have the World Series going on, St. Louis Cardinals and the Boston Red Sox. It's been a great series so far. It's been fun to watch, and we'll see what happens this week. I still like the Cardinals in this one. So anyway, that's all I've got this week. Back to you, Adam.
And thank you very much, Will Payton, on your Week 9 predictions of the NFL. By the way, buddy, good mask. Thank you. Thank you. Easy. Shut up. You guys, we're now going to be going over to Abby Payton talking on health and wellness. Since this week is Halloween week, Abby's going to be giving you guys good advice on what to eat and what not to eat. And you're going to be surprised at what you still can have during this Halloween week without giving up on your goals of keeping healthy. Abby, what's going on?
Hi everyone, welcome back to the health tip of the week. So since this Thursday is Halloween, I decided to do a little bit about candy. And since most candy is not really good for you, I decided to compare candies. So if you were faced with the option, you could choose the better one. So our first one up is Reese's Peanut Butter Cups versus Snickers. If you had the option, choose the Snickers. Even though the Reese's have more protein, they have a lot more fat and a lot more calories. So go with the Snickers. Second up, peanut butter M&Ms or Skittles. You should choose the peanut butter M&Ms. And this is because the Skittles have a lot of sugar, and what they're going to do is they're going to spike your blood sugar quickly, and then it's going to drop and you're going to be hungry again. Whereas with the peanut butter M&Ms, it's going to take longer, the sugar's going to take longer to break down, so you'll feel fuller longer. And last but not least is our York Peppermint Patty versus the Butterfingers. And out of the two, you should go with the York Peppermint Patty. Not only does it have the dark chocolate on the outside, but it also has that minty flavor that usually curbs your appetite after you eat it. So if you don't want to eat a lot of candy, eat that York Peppermint Patty first. Okay? Hope this was helpful. Make healthy choices, and we'll see you next week. Adam, back to you.
And thank you, Abby Payton, on such a beautiful interview. I'm full of them tonight. Thank you, guys. I am. It is Halloween week. You guys stick around. I've got an interview with a buyer of gold and silver from Cheryl. I've got the interview with Ben and Tim and a whole lot more. So stick around.
Do you have things you wish to sell online but no time to sell them? Let top-rated gold power seller Your Mr. Lister do it for you. We'll do the research, take the photos, list, sell, package, and ship your items so you don't have to. All you have to do is drop off your things and pick up your check. It's that easy. Find Your Mr. Lister in the same building as a buyer of gold and silver coins and jewelry at 145 West Seneca Street on Route 5 in Sherrill. Call Your Mr. Lister today, 280-0435.
Hello everyone and welcome back to Oneida News. I'm your host, Adam Vanderhoof. So we have this really cool idea that we want to do, and it goes out to all you photographers out there. So let's try to make it as simple as possible. There are probably, let's say, 10 photographers in the Oneida area. Okay? And I want all of you guys on the show next week. Well, obviously that would be impossible. That'd be way too many people on the screen. But I want you guys to do something for me. If you're a photographer and you own a company, I want you guys to send me a message and say that you are interested in this idea. And the idea is this: to take a picture of any type of landscape you want. It cannot have people in it, okay? Any image you want. Send me the image this week. On next week's episode, I'll have all of these images from different photographers on my Facebook page. Whichever photo gets the most likes, that photographer wins a $25 Visa gift card. Yeah. See, now I got your interest. So if you are a photographer or you know of someone that is a photographer, send me a message. Let me know you're interested. It doesn't cost anything. Does anything ever cost money on this show? No. Send me a message. We'll put you guys right on the show. I'll have your picture right on my Oneida News page. Whichever photo gets the most likes, that photographer wins a $25 Visa gift card. Pretty cool? Awesome. So send me a message on that. We're going to swing things over to an interview I got to have with Greg from a buyer of gold and silver right from Cheryl. So check out this interview I got to have with him. Greg, when did the whole business start?
Back in 2008, when I was getting out of buying and selling cars, I noticed that this gold and silver market was on the rise. So I had a couple of friends that have been in the business for 35 years take me under their wing, who had been doing this forever, and show me the ropes. And my first year, we didn't have a lot of business. I started in a 90 square foot place. I had 1.5 showcases. People were coming in sideways to fit into the place to show me other things. We didn't do a lot of business, but we got the word out there. Right. And then it began to grow. The year after that, I tripled the revenue, and then after that, I went more than 10 times the revenue. For the last 3 years, we've been doing over $1 million a year in business and just paying out a lot of people.
That's unbelievable. What would you say? So you talked on how it started doubling and then tripling. What was the main reason why it started growing so fast?
Good question. I believe that in this business and in any business, if you do good business with good people, your business will grow. In other words, if you try and take advantage of somebody, they're going to tell 100 people. And if you do someone right, they might tell 10 people, but then they come in and they'll tell 10 people. Then they'll come in, and that's what we've been doing. A lot of businesses that do what we do, pawn shops, for example, they need to double their money or more. Right. For some reason. So they might see some people one time, and that's it. Where we work on a smaller profit margin, so we pay out more to everybody that comes in our store, and that encourages them to come back in and to send people to us.
You know, you covered on pawn shops. Sure. What's the difference between you guys and a pawn shop?
Well, have you ever seen any of the pawn shows on TV?
Of course.
All right. Who hasn't, right? They're fun to watch. But if you're watching it from my perspective as a business owner that buys gold, silver, coins, jewelry, and just about anything, I watch the experts come in and say, this item is worth $8,000. Right? And then what happens? The pawn guy says, I'll offer you $1,800. You know, ridiculous low number. Exactly. And then they end up somewhere usually about 50% of what the expert says the value was. That's the difference. Go to a pawn shop, you get this much. Come to our store, you get this much, and then that much more.
So if people come on in here and they've got some unwanted jewelry or coins, you guys really accept any of that, correct? There isn't any limit or any certain kind of coin you guys are looking for.
Correct. We'll buy wheat pennies, silver dollars, silver eagles, gold. It could be broken, bent one earring. You can't find the other earring. We buy all of that stuff. It all adds up. Don't throw it away. Don't give it away. And don't go to a pawn shop.
You guys have now done something new, and you guys have added on to the store, and it's called Your Mr. Lister. What exactly is this?
Your Mr. Lister is a new department within a buyer of gold and silver coins and jewelry, where if it's not gold, silver, coins, jewelry, watches, diamonds, those type of collectibles, and people have these things in their home and they want to sell them. Your Mr. Lister is the internet sales consulting department of a buyer of gold and silver coins and jewelry. And what we'll do is we'll take professional photographs, researched, detailed descriptions, answer questions to the customers that are interested in your items, sell your items, package them, ship them, follow up with them, and you pick up your check, or we can even mail it to you. It's that simple.
Greg, you make it so simple. You guys, it is as easy as it sounds, and we're going to cover this more in just a little while on the show. Greg, thank you so much for being on the show.
Thank you so much, Adam, for having me. I appreciate it.
Reporting from Cheryl, I'm Adam Vanderhoof. And thank you again, Greg, for that interview I got to have with you. You guys, let's talk a second on your Mr. Lister. You saw we were talking about it a little bit in the interview. So your Mr. Lister it deals with eBay. Say you have an item that you're trying to sell. For example, you're trying to sell an iPad, but none of your friends or family wants to buy it. So what's next? So then you try to sell it online, and eBay is a great way to sell items. Say you don't have time to sell something on eBay. Say you're too busy or you don't understand eBay completely. Talk to Greg. A guy that has 99.9% positive feedback on eBay is the guy for you if you're trying to sell an item and you don't have the time to sell it. That's what your Mr. Lister is. It's unbelievable. And I have to admit, Greg, congratulations on thinking of this idea before anyone else in the area. It's genius, really. You have items in the house, and I'm positive, every person that's watching my show right now, you guys have an item in your house that you either don't need, don't want, or trying to sell because you know it's worth money. But you don't have time to go through taking pictures of it, putting it up on eBay, waiting for someone to buy it, shipping it out. You know why I know that? Because I've got a ton of items here that are mine that I'm trying to sell. And I'm going to Greg now to help me sell these items. So if you guys are ever interested, talk to Greg about it. And by the way, Greg didn't really want me to cover this, but I'm going to anyway. Greg is an outstanding man when it comes to helping out with the community. All right, he's a big promoter of Oneida News. He does scholarships for people. He does a lot of things for the local area, especially in Oneida. And that's something that I'm trying to do. So Greg, thank you so much for everything that you do in the Oneida area, and thank you so much for the interview again that I got to have with you. Let's swing things over to Ben and Tim now. So it is Halloween week, so now we have a Halloween week theme with Ben and Tim. So check out the interview I got to have with them. Hello everyone, and welcome to Dr. Ben Vanderhoof's show. With us we have Tim Vanderhoof. Tim will be taking out a piece of paper from the cup, and on the piece of paper will be a disease, and Ben has to figure out what is wrong with Tim. Let us begin.
You have a cold, sir. Are you choking? You have a cold. Talk to me. What hurts? You have strep throat? You have pneumonia? No. You have something in your throat? You have asthma? Yes. Are you feeling okay, sir? Okay, at this moment, ladies and gentlemen, we are suffering from a sudden illness. What I would like to do, I will go through sample, and go through each letter, which will help me find out what is wrong with it. Sample, S. Stomach? It's like the puke bug. Yes. Yeah, cough it out. There you
Oh, I just had so much caffeine!
Are you high?
Close!
Drunk? Don't touch me. Okay, can you tell me what hurts? Do your legs hurt, sir? No? Does your stomach hurt? Your stomach hurts, okay. Did you eat anything? Are you allergic to anything?
No.
Talk to me. Can you talk? Would you like to lay down?
Bugged.
Oh, you have the stomach bug.
Yeah. Oh, no.
Hello, everyone. I am soon to be, but probably not, Dr. Ben Vanderhoof. With this upcoming Halloween, I would like to give you a few tips of how to stay healthy and also to have a good time. 1. I would like you to stay warm and eat healthy. A lot of candy out there is going to be, obese-like. You know, like the Reese's. Everyone likes them, but everyone can't have them. You know who you are. And also, a great thing to do, wear scarves and coats. You know, also, you lose 60% of your body heat out of your head. How do I know this? I'm a certified lifeguard. Does it make sense? I work at a waterfront and I'm talking about the cold? No? Do I know what I'm talking about? Yes. So really, listen to me. It'll help you. Stay warm, eat healthy, and love God. Back to you, Adam.
And Ben and Tim, thank you guys so much again for an outstanding week on Oneida News. They probably are the top watched part of my show. You see, in the beginning, Ben and Tim, every time, I'd be like, hey, Ben and Tim, can you be on the show? Yeah, we'll do it. Now they get excited because they know, they kind of figured out that they're a very popular part on Oneida News. So Ben and Tim, thank you again. Let's swing it over now to Madeline, who's going to be giving away gift cards for the week. Maddie, what's going on?
The $25 worth repeating gift card goes to Kayla Fazekas. The $25 Visa gift card goes to Tara Dixon. Thanks, Adam. Back to you.
And congratulations, you guys, on winning those gift cards. Make sure to like and share this video for your chance to win more gift cards next week. Listen, I'm Adam Vanderhoof, and this is your Oneida News.